Fiv. Ever feel completely drained after talking to someone, like your energy has been sucked right out of you? You might be dealing with what some people call an emotional vampire. These are individuals who thrive on negativity, constantly criticizing, complaining, or just creating drama. They might not have fangs, but their impact can be just as draining, leaving you feeling exhausted and empty. It's not just a fleeting feeling. Being around this kind of negativity can seriously affect your well-being. Today, we're going to dive deep into how these interactions impact your mental health and, more importantly, what you can do to protect yourself and reclaim your peace of mind. Let's start by understanding the emotional toll. When you're constantly exposed to criticism, judgment, or pessimism, it's like being under a constant low-grade attack. This can chip away at your self-esteem, making you doubt your worth and abilities. You might start to internalize their negative words, believing you're not good enough or that you're always doing something wrong. This can lead to persistent feelings of anxiety. You might find yourself walking on eggshells around them, constantly worried about saying or doing the wrong thing. Over time, this chronic stress can even lead to more serious mental health challenges. It's a heavy burden to carry. And it's crucial to recognize that this isn't a normal or healthy dynamic in any relationship, whether it's with a family member, a friend, or a coworker. Your emotional well-being is precious, and it deserves to be protected from this constant negativity. The impact isn't just in your head. It can manifest physically, too. Have you ever noticed that you get headaches or your shoulders feel super tense after spending time with a particular person? That's your body responding to stress. The emotional strain caused by negative people triggers your body's fight or flight response. This floods your system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. While this response is helpful in short-term dangerous situations, being in a state of constant alert is incredibly taxing on your body. These can lead to a whole host of physical symptoms: chronic headaches, muscle tension, especially in the neck and shoulders, stomach issues, and a weakened immune system, making you more susceptible to getting sick. And then there's the sheer exhaustion. It's not just regular tiredness. It's a deep, soul-crushing fatigue that sleep doesn't seem to fix. Your body is using up so much energy just dealing with the stress that you have little left for anything else. Recognizing these physical signs is a key step in identifying the toxic influences in your life. Your body is often trying to tell you what your mind might be trying to ignore. Beyond the emotional and physical symptoms, dealing with negative people can also mess with your cognitive functions, basically how you think. When you're constantly surrounded by negativity, your own thought patterns can start to mirror it. You might find yourself becoming more pessimistic, expecting the worst in situations, or replaying negative conversations over and over in your mind. This is known as rumination, and it's like being stuck in a mental loop of negativity that's incredibly hard to break. This mental fog can also make it difficult to focus and concentrate. Your brain is so preoccupied with processing the stress and negativity that it has less bandwidth for other tasks. You might find it hard to focus at work, remember important details, or make clear decisions. It's like trying to navigate through a thick fog. Everything seems hazy and confusing. This cognitive drain can affect your productivity, your creativity, and your ability to solve problems effectively. It's a subtle but powerful way that negativity can hold you back from reaching your full potential. So, how do you stop this drain? The first and most powerful strategy is setting boundaries. This is often the hardest step, but it's absolutely essential. Setting a boundary means deciding what you will and will not tolerate. It's about protecting your time and energy. This could mean learning to say no without feeling guilty. For example, if a chronically negative friend wants to vent for hours on the phone, you can say, "I only have about 10 minutes to talk right now." It's not about being rude. It's about being realistic with your capacity. You might also need to limit the amount of time you spend with these individuals. Maybe you see them in a group setting instead of one-on-one, or you limit your interactions to shorter periods. For some, it might even mean cutting ties completely if the relationship is just too toxic. Remember, setting boundaries is not an act of aggression, it's an act of self-respect. You are teaching people how to treat you, and you are declaring that your mental peace is a top priority. Another powerful technique is emotional detachment. This doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling. It means learning to observe the negativity without absorbing it. Think of it like being a journalist reporting on a storm. You can see the wind and rain, but you're not standing out in the middle of it getting soaked. Mindfulness is a great tool for this. When you're with a negative person and they start their usual routine, try to take a mental step back. Notice their words, their tone, and the feelings they're trying to provoke in you, but don't let those feelings take root. You can silently tell yourself, this is their negativity, not mine. I don't have to take this on. It's about creating a buffer between their emotional state and your own. This takes practice, but it's incredibly empowering. You realize that you don't have to participate in their drama. You can listen, nod, and then let their words flow past you without sticking. This detachment allows you to remain calm and centered, even when faced with a storm of negativity. Of course, protecting yourself isn't just about blocking out the bad. It's also about actively bringing in the good. This is where positive reinforcement comes in. Make a conscious effort to surround yourself with supportive, uplifting people who make you feel good about yourself. These are the friends who celebrate your wins, listen without judgment, and genuinely want the best for you. Their positive energy is the antidote to the poison of negativity. Spend more time with them. Schedule regular catch-ups. Let their positivity fill you up. Another part of this is practicing gratitude. Might sound simple, but actively focusing on what you're thankful for can rewire your brain to notice the good in your life. Each day, take a few moments to think about 3 things you're grateful for. It could be a sunny day, a good cup of coffee, or a kind word from a stranger. This practice shifts your focus away from what's wrong and toward what's right, building your resilience against negativity. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, focus on self-care and personal growth. When you've been dealing with emotional vampires, your confidence and sense of self can take a hit. It's time to rebuild. Reconnect with hobbies and activities that you love, things that make you feel alive and capable. Was there something you used to enjoy doing before? This person's negativity overshadowed it. Pick up that paintbrush, go for that hike, join that dance class. Doing things you're good at and enjoy is a powerful way to rebuild your self-esteem. Invest in your personal growth. Read books, take courses, work on a new skill. When you're focused on becoming a better version of yourself, you have less time and energy for other people's drama. Self-care isn't selfish. It's the foundation upon which you can build a happy and resilient life. It's about refilling your own cup so that the negativity of others can't drain you dry. In the end, it all comes down to a simple choice. Are you going to allow someone else's negativity to dictate your happiness and well-being, or are you going to prioritize your own peace of mind? Protecting your energy is not a luxury. It's a necessity for a healthy and fulfilling life. It takes courage to set boundaries, to detach, and to choose positivity. But the reward is immense. You'll find you have more energy, clearer thoughts, and a much deeper sense of inner peace. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up, not drag you down. If you're struggling with this, please know that it's okay to seek support from a therapist or counselor who can provide you with tools and strategies to navigate these challenging relationships. Your mental health matters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these strategies help you protect your peace. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a healthier, happier life. I'll see you in the next one.